Hello everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jamie Naftali. This channel is on kids welfare. I am a pediatrician by profession, so here I create the awareness on common illnesses affecting children while growing up. So into today's episode, I want us to discuss about something. That is why I stopped somewhere and I decided, why not discuss about prematurity and also low birth weight. So prematurity and low birth weight, they go hand in hand. So before I start, if you haven't subscribed, hit the red button, subscribe to be part of us. This is a family, so that you can be welcomed back in this family by subscribing. So to those who have subscribed, the returning subscribers, thank you so much. You are a favorite person. You don't even know it yet. Yes, thank you so much for always keeping tuned. So let's go to prematurity and low birth weight. Yes, so a premature is that baby who is born before the 37 weeks gestation. So the normal weeks that a mother should carry a baby in the womb is 37 to 40 weeks. 37 to 40 weeks, that's a range that is within normal. So if a baby happens to come before the 37 weeks, this baby is a premature. This is now prematurity. How about low birth weight? Because they said, as I said, they go hand in hand. So low birth weight, these are babies that are born with less than 2 kgs. So less than 2 kgs right now. There before, previously we used to say it is the babies that are below 2.5, but currently we are saying below 2 kgs. These are now the low birth weight babies. So I hope now you differentiate. You know what prematurity is, you know what low birth weight is. So I want us to talk about the care that we give to this baby that have got low birth weight, these babies that are premature, that have come before. So the cares that we need to give. So first of all, we need to give them the routine newborn care. The routine meaning every baby should receive, even those that are not premature, those that are term, and even those that have got those that are not with low birth weight. So the normal routine care, the vitamin K injection, we need to take care of the eyes by putting on the TEO, the tetracycline eye ointment. Yes, so we also need something very important. We also need to do is to keep these babies warm. Remember, these are premature, these are baby that came before time. So something we call hypothermia. I have mentioned this before. Hypothermia are low temperatures, so they are going to be really weighed down by these low temperatures, the hypothermia. So we need to keep warm. We need to keep warm so that we avoid all these things. So we have to take care of the warmth. That is why this baby, the prematures, the low birth weights, we don't after the mother gives birth, and we notice this now, we do not discharge them to the normal ward with the mother. So we want to admit this baby to the NBU, the newborn unit. So in the layman, we call it nursery. So you hear a mother saying that my baby is in the nursery. So this is the reason, because the baby was a preterm, the baby was also a low birth weight baby. So we take care of the warmth, like we said. So in this in the newborn unit, what is different from other wards is that these babies are put in incubators, or rather the cribs. So the incubators are very, very warm. So you place this baby there. Normally they are naked. We don't place them with any clothes. They only remain with a diaper. Yes, imagine. So you can imagine how these rooms are very, very warm, because if you're saying we don't want this baby to go down by this hypothermia, yet we don't clothe them. So you can imagine how these rooms are very, very, very hot. So we want to place them in the nursery. We take care of the warmth, we have said. We have given the routine newborn sorry for that. We also the routine newborn care, yes, we have given. So we also want to take care of something we call hypoglycemia. Hypoglycemia is low sugars. Yes, we don't want to take chances. And these babies, remember, because they are preterm, you are going to see that they do not have sucking reflexes. This is a baby that after birth, you don't expect them to start breastfeeding immediately. Why? Because these sucking reflexes, I mean the ability to hold the breast, they don't have that, they are not able to do that just like any other normal baby. So what do? We have to feed them. So feeding is the one that takes care of this hypoglycemia. The first thing we do after delivery, we want to know the RBS, the random blood sugars. So if you are not very careful when you measure this random blood sugar, you're going to find that it is very, very low, below 3. So this one we start worrying. So we want, how do we feed them now that we are saying they are not able to suck, they are not able to breastfeed like any other baby? So we want to start them on IV fluids. We call them intravenous fluids, and specifically we want to give these babies something we call a D10. Yes, 10% dextrose. And please note that it is 10% dextrose. We have so many dextroses. We have 50% dextrose. We have 5% dextrose. But the best for these newborns, we are saying it is 10% dextrose. We normally call it D10. So this is what you want to do. So you put an IV line, the intravenous line. So you start this baby immediately on intravenous fluid. So this is what they will get purely for the first 24 hours, because remember, they are not able to feed. How about day 2? Day 2, most probably the mother has started to get milk, and let me say this, we can have a premature baby and a low birth weight baby, and they are normal, they have got no issues. Yes, so if there's a way that we calculate these IV fluids, so we do 60 mils per kg per day if the baby is 1.5 kgs and above. So those baby we start by 60 mils. So we go increasing with 20. So day 2 we are going to give 80, calculate by 80, day 3 by 100. So you go adding the 20 mils every day until the baby is able to tolerate. Then what is important and what we are supposed to be doing while adding these fluids is that we only want these babies to get the IV fluids if the baby is not sick. Not sick meaning this baby does not have issues with breathing, they don't have the fast breathing, they are not having convulsions. So we want to start on day 2, we want to start giving the EBM. This is the expressed breast milk. We don't want to give anything other than the expressed breast milk. So we talk to the mothers. What they go, they do, they're not, remember, they're in separate room because they cannot stay in the nursery. So they come every 3 hours to feed. What do we tell them? We tell them to express. We express kukamua. We express that milk. Then we start by like 5 mils. Yes. So what we do, these babies, we normally put something we call the nasogastric tube, the NG tube. This is a tube that goes through the nose to the throat and down to the stomach. This is where the mother, after milking or after expressing this milk, this is where this mother will put this milk. So we want to use a syringe. So they put a syringe there because we need to measure. Why we are measuring is that if the baby can tolerate the first 5 meals, yeah, if they can tolerate the first 5 meals, now we want the next time they come to feed, we try adding another 5 meals. So the next day we want to give 10 meals. So we want to increase the amount of expressed breast milk and reduce the amount of the intravenous fluids. Remember, they were purely getting IV fluids on day 1. So from day 2 going onward, day 3, we want to increase the expressed breast milk and replace it with the IV fluids. So hope this is very, very clear. Remember, we are saying by feeding, we want to take care of the hypoglycemia, the low blood sugars, and we are saying we keep monitoring the random blood sugar. So hope this is well understood. This is clear. So after we take care of the sugars, now this is about feeding this baby. What else do we do? If this baby has got issues, of course, if they have got difficulties in breathing, we want to put these babies on IV antibiotics. Yeah. If this baby has got convulsions, we want to take care of these convulsions and start on anticonvulsants. Yes. And of course, we keep doing more things. We keep wanting to investigate more on causes of all these conversions and everything. So another thing we want to do is we want to do something very important. We call it KMC, kangaroo mother care. This is a baby that is not the baby that came early. So what do they want? What is kangaroo mother care? So mothers are advised when they come to feed the babies, after we are saying, remember we are saying they come to feed these babies every 3 hours when they come to the nursery or the NBU. So you tell them and you you tell them how to do it. Kangaroo is skin to skin contact. So they want the skin of the baby and the skin of the mother should be into contact. So the baby is placed inside here, and the mother wraps now the lasso around. So the baby is inside, and the skin, remember they don't have clothes, as I said. So it's a skin to skin contact. So the skin of the mama and the skin of the baby should be into contact. So this is a kangaroo. I believe now you understand why the name kangaroo came from. Yeah. So here kangaroo is very, very important. Again, it's going to give this baby, it is going to keep this baby warm. Yeah, it provides warmth. Kangaroo provides and improves the bond between the mom and the baby while they are there. Yes. Another thing is that it makes breastfeeding even easier. So when the baby is skin to skin, remember this is where the breasts are. So the probability of these babies starting to breastfeed is high because they are there. They just feel, remember they have the sense, they feel the smell of the breast milk. So when they are there, they start wanting to breastfeed many times. So this is the importance of the kangaroo. The bonding, we are saying, it facilitates even breastfeeding. They are able to breastfeed for to keep warm. Also, they help these babies now to gain even kilos even fast. So if, for example, the baby was born with 1.5, yes, 1.5 kgs. So our aim is by the time we are discharging these babies, we want them to have at least gained 300 grams, and by this time they are supposed to be at least 1800 grams. 1800 grams, the baby is stable, the baby has started to breastfeed well. We cannot discharge them if they have not started breastfeeding. Remember this. And we are now done with the IV fluids. We are left with the expressed breast milk. So when they gain the 1800 grams, now we tell this mother, this baby is stable, we don't have difficulties in breathing. When they had and we gave the antibiotics, normally we do 5 days of the IV antibiotics. So the baby is stable, we don't have any yellowness, because other babies, again, they are going to get jaundice in the course of that. Remember, they are premature, so they even have a risk of getting jaundice. I know you've heard of jaundice. I have again talked about jaundice in my previous episode, so you can check on the on jaundice. So if they don't have jaundice, they are able to breastfeed. What we tell the moms when we are discharging them is that you go, first of all, let this baby breastfeed. Again, we are not sure how much this baby is breastfeeding. So after breastfeeding, now again, we want to tell them to continue expressing the breast milk. Yeah, they should continue expressing the breast milk and topping it up on whatever the baby has breastfed. Yeah, so from there we keep them and we give them follow-up. Yeah, mostly after birth. When they go home, we give 2 weeks follow-up. We want to see how this baby is doing. Are they still able to breastfeed? How much is the mom expressing? How much is the baby retaining or tolerating? How do we know this baby is tolerating? It is by, if the baby is not taking all amount of milk that is expressed and they have not vomited. When you do the exams per abdomen, the abdomen is not distended. So we are able to say this baby is taking a certain amount of expressed breast milk, and they are retaining, they are tolerating. So this is the meaning of tolerating, the EBM. We call it the EBM, the expressed breast milk. How about if the baby is in the ward, they are vomiting and the abdomen is distended? Maybe this baby, remember we are saying we want to increase amount every day. For example, the baby is on 40 mils of expressed breast milk. This is what the mother is giving every 3 hours. Yeah, so if at 40 and the baby has started vomiting, the baby's abdomen has started to distend, we tell the mother to reduce the amount. So we don't want them to vomit. We want to know really how much they are able to tolerate. So we tell them now from 40 go back to 35. Try to see if they would still vomit. So this is all what we observe when they are in the nursery. We also want to monitor things we call vitals. Yes, the vitals are the temperatures. We want to monitor the SpO2, the oxygen saturations. Yes, especially to babies who were on oxygen. So we want to see how they are saturating. Yes, maybe after weaning off oxygen to those who were on oxygen. So remember our target of we want to have 90% and above of the SpO2, the partial pressure of oxygens. So all these we do in the NBU. So remember, we are saying moms should come every 3 hours. Yeah, you interact with this mother, you want to know how their babies are doing. They do kangaroo and everything. Even at home on discharge, you tell them to continue doing the kangaroo. So this is how we take care of these prematures, the low birth weight babies. Remember, they came before, like we said, before the 37 weeks. So we say the normal is 37 weeks to 40 weeks. Those who go up to 40, the pregnancy goes to 41 to 42. Now that now is post-term. Yeah, that is now post-term. So this is what we do. Another very essential and important care thing we do to these prematures and also the low birth weight, we want to discharge them on drugs. Yes, these babies need multivitamins, they need folic acid. Yes, they need folic acid, they need vitamin D supplements. All these supplements are important. Why? These babies came before time, like we are saying. Yeah, these babies came before time, so they did not take the advantage of getting what a normal baby will get in the womb by the time they are reaching 37, 38 when they are in the womb. So they came early. So this is what we mean by a baby came at 33 weeks. So this baby is a preterm, this baby is a low birth weight. Most probably they are going to have low weight. So we need to give them these supplements, the multivits, the folic acid, the vitamin D, all of them. So make sure they are discharged on them. Then you give them a follow-up. You make sure that the mom keeps giving them, where the follow-up is to follow up for, with the weight. So if the weight is good enough, the babies are breastfeeding well, it is us who make the decision of stopping now the supplements. Yeah, some go even up to two years, depending on how the baby is responding. If there is no failure to thrive, or if the baby is gaining weight well, we stop them. Yeah, then we advise the mom to keep breastfeeding. So, and of course, this is it. If you have questions, please go to my comment section, comment. I said I stood by the road just to do this for you guys, because I felt it is important people to understand the prematurity, the low birth weight, and how we take care of these babies. So thank you so much for keeping tuned. If you have questions, again, go to my comment section. Also, my email is provided at the end of every video. Turn on your notifications to know every time I'm posting a new video here. Again, keep subscribing. There are those who are watching and have not subscribed. Subscribe so that this family can extend and it can become larger. Thank you so much. Until next time. Bye bye.